Please welcome Writers of the Future Judge, Dr. Doug Beeson, and Illustrators of the Future Judge, Stephen J. Hickman.
In the anthology's next story, An Acolyte of Black Spires, a scholar from the dying race takes a masked acolyte who holds secrets greater than the histories they study. For the author of the story, Ryan Harvey, his passion began with dinosaurs at a young age, and then came Ray Harryhausen movies, Greek and Norse mythology, and pulp literature. He had no choice but to become a writer. Born in Washington, D.C., with a college stint in Minnesota for his history degree, Ryan has lived most of his life in Los Angeles. Ryan has worked as a high-speed speed reading instructor, a copy editor, a story editor for director Roland Joffe, and regrettably, a commodities broker. It was his first entry in the Writers of the Future and his first professional sale. He just completed a novel set in the same science fiction fantasy world. Please congratulate Ryan Harvey.
Hats are wonderful things. If I seem a little teary-eyed right now, it's because I just saw two dancers illustrate the relationship between Howlett and Quarrel in my story, and I broke down. I've lived with these characters for almost 3 years now into short stories and novels, and that was amazing. One of the great nuggets of advice we've received during this amazing week is to pay it forward. I shall start right now. When I first wrote An Acolyte of Black Spires, I did not think anyone would ever want to read it, let alone publish it. So, to all aspiring writers out there, if you think you cannot make it, you are wrong. Never give up, never surrender. Thank you to Author Services and Galaxy Press for continuing the legacy of L. Ron Hubbard that he created for new writers. Because I'm a local boy, seriously, a left and a right and 4 miles and you're there, I've gotten to know many of the people from Author Services and Galaxy Press over the last year. They are wonderful people, and especially Joni Labaki. I'm not sure how she does it every year, all this work, and she loves every minute of it. Thank you, Jordan Lapp. For some of us who are very shy, Jordan Lapp has helped introduce us to some of these wonderful judges. To all the judges for picking my story, Katie Wentworth and Tim Powers, you are not only amazing writers, you are wonderful human beings. To Fred Jordan, whose illustration you're about to see, when I saw Howlett and Quarrel and realized that in one image, Fred had captured their relationship in a way that I could not even imagine, I also started to almost cry at that point, too. To the people of Blackgate magazine, who cannot be here but are watching right now, John O'Neill, the Blackgate editor, who bought my first Antarctica stories, to Bill Ward, who did the corrections on this story, and most of all to Howard Andrew Jones, a great writer who I'm proud to call my friend. He was the one who's inspired me the most, and this award is partially his. I would be remiss not to mention the two authors who are long gone, who inspired me to write this story, Clark Ashton Smith and Cornell Woolrich. Cornell, I'm sorry your life was so depressing, but you have inspired me more than almost anyone else. Finally, to my wonderful family, who stood by the eccentric older child for 38 years. To my brother, Dr. Reed Harvey, my sister, Colleen Martin, and my nephew, Diego, and most of all, to my mom and dad, who braved Sunset Boulevard to be here tonight. No son could have parents more supportive than my parents. Thank you so much for all those dinosaur books when I was a kid. It paid off.
Fred Jordan was raised in Three Rivers, California, a small community at the gates of Sequoia National Park. After high school, he earned a BFA at American Continental University, majoring in digital design, then received an MFA at the Academy of Art, University of San Francisco. Currently, Fred resides in Long Beach and works out of his studio while continuing to grow each day as an artist. His epic mythological style captures the science fantasy mood of an acolyte of black spires. Please congratulate Fred Jordan.
Well, first off, thank you, Ryan, for those kind words and a great story. I want to thank everybody at Author Services and Galaxy Press, all the judges. You guys have been outstanding, just incredible all week long. This has been an extreme experiments, but wonderful. And my family, of course, for always supporting me and loving me. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And this is just great. Thank you, everybody.